Who is my soul? This question is deceptively simple, yet it sits at the center of every human life. We live with a sense of self, a collection of thoughts, memories, desires, and identities, and yet there is something in us that feels distinct from these, something that watches, that feels, that knows, beyond labels, roles, and personality. To ask who your soul is to ask what part of you is eternal, constant, and beyond circumstance. The mind will try to answer. It will point to memories, beliefs, and traits, claiming ownership. It will say, I am this experience, I am this thought, I am this desire. But the soul is not bound to the fluctuations of daily life. It is the quiet observer behind joy and sorrow, attachment and release, growth and decay. It is not measured in accomplishments, nor is it defined by social status. Yet it is the source from which all meaning radiates. Throughout history, humans have sensed the presence of something deeper. Mystics, philosophers, and poets have described the soul as a spark, a light, a witness. In some traditions, it is eternal, moving beyond the confines of a single life, carrying wisdom and experiences across existence. In others, it is the deepest essence of being, the part of consciousness untouched by suffering or circumstance. Across cultures, the soul is a symbol of continuity, of depth, and of mystery. To explore the soul, we must look inward. But inward is not only reflection on thought, it is awareness of presence. It is attention to stillness. It is the ability to notice life without immediate judgment or distraction. In the silence, beyond habitual reactions and patterns, the soul begins to make itself known. It is patient, it does not demand, it does not scream. It waits quietly for recognition. The body and mind are vessels. They provide sensation, emotion, and intelligence. They allow you to navigate the world, to create, to connect, to struggle. But the soul is the underlying essence that experiences all of it. When you are fully present, when you notice without clinging, when you act with awareness rather than reflex, the soul is more tangible. It is not separate from life. Is life observed deeply? Suffering and joy both reveal the soul. Pain strips away illusions, showing what is essential. Loss, failure, grief, and fear are mirrors that reflect the core of your being. Conversely, beauty, love, connection, and wonder illuminate the soul's capacity. It is neither defined by suffering nor pleasure. It exists as witness and participant simultaneously, observing while engaging. Modern life, however, often obscures this awareness. Noise, distraction, ambition, and attachment pull attention outward. The soul is drowned in activity. Moments of stillness are rare. We forget to ask, who am I beneath all of this? Yet even when forgotten, the soul persists, waiting for consciousness to notice. Awareness itself is the bridge between surface life and the deeper essence within. Spiritual practices are tools to uncover the soul, not creators of it. Meditation, reflection, prayer, fasting, and silence do not manufacture the soul. They remove barriers that hide it. They train the mind to stop identifying entirely with thoughts, roles, and objects, allowing the soul's quiet presence to be recognized. It is in the intervals between thought, the gaps between impulses, where the soul is most visible. The soul also reveals itself in connection. When empathy arises, when compassion flows, when love deepens without expectation, the soul becomes palpable. It is relational, yet it is not defined by relationships. It is expansive, extending beyond the boundaries of self, yet intimate, present in every experience that touches the heart. Recognition of the soul is recognition of interconnectedness, of life beyond individuality. As life progresses, the soul grows through awareness. It is not measured by time, nor by achievement, nor by knowledge. It grows through depth of presence, clarity of attention, and authenticity of being. Every moment, lived fully, consciously, and deeply, nurtures it. Every habit of distraction or avoidance diminishes connection to it, though it never disappears. To ask, who is my soul, is to begin a lifelong exploration. It is not a question that can be fully answered. It is a question that shapes awareness. It directs attention inward, toward the unchanging, eternal aspect of self. It is both intimate and vast, personal yet universal. And in contemplating it, life becomes not only an external journey, but an internal revelation. The soul cannot be possessed or fully known. It can only be observed, honored, and allowed to unfold. It is the witness behind all experience, the quiet presence that makes consciousness possible, and the essence that survives the passing of identity, roles, and even life itself. In recognizing the soul, one recognizes the deepest truth of being. And so, the question remains, who is your soul? Not in theory, not in philosophy, but in lived experience. Not in labels, titles, or stories, but in the awareness that observes all of it. This is not a question to be answered once. It is a question to return to, moment by moment, as life unfolds. It is the eternal inquiry that shapes consciousness and illuminates existence.